Welcome back to another crazy video.
Go crazy! Go stupid!
Today we actually have the return of an iconic series in this channel, which is Bad Reddit Takes, as our little famous whiteboard will suggest. Number 3.
If you haven't checked out our other Reddit videos, please go back and check those out.
Make sure you clock it.
Go check those out. We have a couple of episodes up. Like you said, episode 3. We also did a Christmas variant of this where we looked at people's gifts.
Christmas special.
Yeah. Don't leave here. Watch this first. Then go watch those. Thank you.
Of course, thank you. Mutant X Proud says, X-Men The Last Stand is an incredible film. The visuals are breathtaking and the score is phenomenal. The plot is superb and the climax is one of the best of any superhero film. It took major chances. TLS walked so Endgame could run.
What a take.
That's the take. And it's crazy because 13 people gave him an upvote. Yeah. So 13 people agreed with it.
13 smooth-brained individuals.
X-Men The Last Stand is probably very controversial in the sense that it's not a good third movie.
No.
They killed off my goat with him making out with Jean Grey, which is crazy. And I vividly remember that scene of like, just take your glasses off and then they kiss and then boom, just dead. Then on top of that, I never really liked this trope of, you know, Scott and Jean Grey being a thing. I like that. But then somehow Jean Grey makes out or kisses Logan. And it's like, come on. Because there's a very passionate like makeout session in that movie, which is like, was that necessary? But it's all right.
Look, I actually watched The Last Stand not that long ago.
Really?
I've been going through the X-Men movies just to watch, and look, Last Stand has, I guess, it's kind of hard to even say it has its moments. Like, the movie's kind of all over the place. The pacing's weird. The action can be fine, but man, like the Cyclops scene, there's a lot of dumb shit that happens in this movie. They rush the Dark Phoenix kind of thing.
Speaking of that, my biggest gripe with X-Men is, or the X-Men movies, they can make good shit. They make X2, Days of Future Past, First Class.
Logan.
Man, I'm Logan. I'll even give Apocalypse. That's a good one. I'll give him that one. Right? But it's like, at some point or another, they always have to fucking shoehorn in the goddamn Dark Phoenix, which I get it. Strong entity. It's just they can never stick the fucking landing.
Because they don't build it up properly.
They don't.
That's all it is.
The Last Stand is just like, oh, well, she's been possessed by something.
Yeah.
The reboot series with like Michael Fassbender and all those people is that like, it wasn't until the 4th fucking movie of like the Dark Phoenix. And that one is the one that no one ever really talks about. Let's just talk about the conclusion of this post is that The Last Stand walks so Endgame could run. I think this is coming from a point of like epic conclusion of this like
big
franchise.
battle.
Big battle. To give, you know, The Last Stand some props, I do like, there's certain, like you said, certain moments that I liked. For instance, where Mystique turns into a human and Magneto says, sorry, darling, you're not part of us anymore. You're a human. You know, and just leaves her there. I forgot his name, Pyro, or the guy that's fired. He's like, well, I could have fried wheels if I wanted to. And Magneto says, that man's done more for mutants than you will ever do. Don't disrespect them like that.
You just touched on those moments. There's some funny and some cool moments in the movie. Like, I even enjoy Angel's character. I think he's cool with the wings. That's well, cool.
He looks even gruesome that he was trying to clip them.
But just look at Endgame for a second.
Right.
The plot of Endgame being time travel, going back to specific parts to kind of get the Infinity Stones and all that, right?
Right.
That's the plot, and it moves the story. I don't know what in The Last Stand has anything like that where it moves the story. It's just a bunch of shit happening until the end battle.
The biggest thing is that, holy shit, the humans have developed a vaccine that can make you human.
That's the biggest thing. But
why didn't Beast get that? I mean, no, I think he's okay with it. But it's like, why didn't he get that?
I don't know. The Last Stand's not like the worst movie of all time, but it's one of those things like we've talked about, the third movie not being the strongest and not knowing how to close that chapter, and then just like character assassination with Cyclops and Jean and all that.
That was a good character, just written horribly. Like, come on now.
I'm sure if you enjoy the visuals and stuff, that's fine. 2010 visuals, 11. But it is not a pillar of this is what the superhero movie should look like.
For sure.
This is why Endgame turned out the way it did. It's not because of The Last Stand.
It's just like Reed Richards. It's a a stretch.
Yeah. But yeah, bad take.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Reddit user Whiskey and Guitar says, E.T. really isn't that great of a movie. I love Steven Spielberg and have loved pretty much all of his movies, even the less popular ones. I have watched E.T. several times, both as a kid and an adult, and I just don't get why people love it so much. It moves slow and it's boring and there's just nothing memorable about it. I'm trying to remember something in it to bring out in my critique, and I just can't even remember that. Not a good movie.
I haven't watched this movie since I was a kid. But even as a kid, it really did stick with me that I'm glad he's home. And like, I'm glad that his people came in the ship and then he got to fly away and be with his family.
Oh, really?
I like that aspect of it. That was very wholesome. But that's about all that I remember, really. But I may perhaps need to rewatch this movie.
I'll tell you right now, don't rewatch this movie. Now, I have my problems with E.T. Now, let me go ahead and share this to the world. When I was a child, I watched E.T. and I was terrified. This haunted me for years to come, and I still don't like that little fuck.
To this day, I am still haunted. Sign my petition to ban E.T.
Yeah.
or put a trigger warning when
Yes.
E.T. shows up.
I do not like this movie.
Right.
I understand the whole trope of you make an uncommon friend.
For sure.
I get that trope. I think it works well. A lot of older movies have done it, and it's come back in recent media.
Like Paul.
Pow. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. I think Spielberg is a fine enough director. I enjoy Jurassic
He is
Park.
good. He's got his six.
He does.
Yeah.
He's very pivotal in why cinema is the way it is now.
For sure.
He's a pioneer.
He's earned his spot.
For sure.
He's made some misses.
He has, but I have to wholeheartedly agree with this take. I don't like E.T. I can understand why someone may. You know what? Let me take that back. It's a bunch of fucking 50-year-olds that live in the 80s that are like, oh, this movie's amazing. This movie's dog shit. I don't care what anyone says. And it's not because I'm terrified of him. E.T., I feel like is a movie where a kid, like we said, meets an uncommon friend, and then the government's trying to take that friend from him, and then they just go through an adventure, and oh, what? The coolest part is they fucking go on the bicycle and they fly.
Flies. Oh, they fly now.
My favorite part of the movie was whenever E.T. was dying in that fucking ditch.
Oh, whoa.
Do you rank this as like among his like biggest hits? Like, do you think he's that good of a director? When you think of Spielberg, do you think of E.T.?
I think
culturally, it's a big movie.
It's a big movie culturally, but it's also, I mean, like, bro, that's the logo to his like production company.
Ambulance,
something like that. So it's a pop culture icon to a degree.
It is.
In terms of does it hold up? I don't know. I haven't really seen that in a long time. I just more like, oh, I remember E.T. The finger, E.T. phone home.
I don't like
hey,
that.
chill out with that. Chill out.
That shit. Yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just like a big bias on mine, which it is. But I just don't think E.T. is up there. I think of Jurassic Park as a great movie. Jaws is a great
Jurassic
movie.
Park, Jaws is out there, but
I'll take Ready Player One over E.T. I swear to God.
Oh yeah,
this movie, I'm good with it. It can disappear from the face of the planet just like E.T. did.
Would you want an E.T. too?
No!
He comes back.
I don't want him
but
to.
It's time to destroy the Earth. Oh,
when I get my mitts on him.
Like, is that fucking extends?
Yeah. Then,
Reddit user Die Hard Rennie says Green Lantern 2011 is a good movie. And it's crazy, he has 2 upvotes. So on Reddit, you can give yourself an upvote.
Oh yeah, you automatically get one.
So that's one person. So one person was like, yeah, Green Lantern.
Finally, someone's speaking up for that movie.
So
there's definitely subjective things, right? You can enjoy
for sure.
You can enjoy what you enjoy, but sometimes I would have to question a person's morals
and what you find good.
A reasoning, right?
You're like, okay,
yeah, because you watch this movie and it's bad CGI, poor writing. There's no good actor in the movie. And it looks like dog shit.
Well, even Ryan Reynolds speaks up about it that he didn't like it.
I'm starting to get sick when I see Ryan Reynolds on my screen. And
I think he's overstayed his welcome to a degree.
He has.
You got Project Adam. I don't know anything else that he's been on.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Free Guy. You know, I'm not trying to be funny. We say this joke pretty often, but the bad guy in Green Lantern is a fucking chud.
It's similar to fucking the Incredible Hulk, where where Mr. Blue, he's the chud, and then same thing. Something happens, his brain expands, and he's like, see if you call me a chud now with my high level of intellect. Well, I've said this in the channel, and there's like not my quote. Someone else has said this, that every movie is gonna be someone's favorite movie.
For sure.
You know, so he didn't say it's his favorite movie, but he said it's a good movie. So it's like, sure, man, if you liked it, more power to you. Yeah. But it's just like, what else do you think is good? Do you think Quantumania was not that bad, or the Marvels?
I'm just thinking, like, if this person is a fan of Green Lantern, why would you like this movie? Because it betrays everything the Green Lantern is. Bad take.
I'm a nerd's nerd. I love DC. I saw the original Keaton Batman at midnight opening night. All this to say that genuinely, I'm a huge fan of comics, comic movies, etc. Felt like this movie should have ended like 3 times before it actually did. It was like, we beat the bad guy, then kept going on with a new bad guy, then again. I fell asleep once and eventually just left early. I didn't love the first Nolan Batman. It was okay, standard fare. The second one would just bored me. I think the only thing I agree on is that the first Batman was okay.
Yeah, I don't like Batman Begins.
It has its moments.
It has its moments.
But it's like, well, without that, we wouldn't have gotten like, hey, Christopher Nolan doing a fucking comic book movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you start looking at the Nolan trilogy through like a clearer lens. Pretty weak first movie, pretty weak third movie. Really strong second movie.
Yeah, really strong second movie. The strongest.
It's just. Look,
the largest.
the trilogy is really all over the place, I would say.
It is.
There's a lot of... It feels like he wanted to do a lot, and he only had 3 movies to do it. He wanted to do his Nolan stuff, but he also forgot, or not forgot, but he also had to think about, well, this is a comic book movie.
Right, and he was busy within like the second to third movie. That's why the third movie took so fucking long to make. And it's just like, look, I get it. It's the nullification of a supervillain.
It is,
right?
Yeah.
So they had Bane, which is a really strong like Batman character, but he was fine. I mean, like Tom Hardy does his shit as fucking Bane, and it's really good.
Well, even Cillian Murphy as Scarecrow was good. It was fine.
It was just like, hey, he was introduced in the first one, doesn't come back in the second one. Somehow he's a judge in the third one.
Yeah,
when anarchy takes over fucking Gotham.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Ledger is the best villain in this trilogy, and then
Ra's al Ghul was fine.
It was fine.
I liked him. I liked him.
We spoke about this before on the channel as well, but The Batman is my favorite Batman movie. So I can see why someone would say, look, I don't see the hype in The Dark Knight.
Right.
I could understand that take, but boring, leaving early. I feel like these are exaggerations of maybe the movie not doing what you wanted it to do.
For sure. And it's also like, well, when did he fall asleep?
Yeah.
And he eventually left early. From the user's perspective, I think the movie was probably suffering from a Spider-Man 3. I think he thought that there were so many fucking villains popping up, and then like, okay, well, you have the Joker that did the fucking boat thing, and then he defeated the Joker by having Harvey Dent is the bad guy.
But my thing is this though, some people can't process a complex story.
For sure.
And I'm not saying that this is like a fucking holy shit.
Actually, I've seen 5 seasons of Rick and Morty,
This isn't Darwin's fucking, I don't know, philosophy or some shit. I get it. It's just a movie, right?
Right.
But I think the whole point of him defeating Joker on the boat led to how he handled the resolution with Harvey Dent. Like, these are all things that make sense
for sure
in the context of the movie and what led Batman and Bruce Wayne to do what he did. I think this movie is a really good movie. Even though it's not my favorite anymore, it's kind of been dethroned, but I just don't get it. I see the common trope is like, movies may be shitty, but we can respect Ledger's performance, and that's admirable.
That's the common consensus, because obviously, he did his shit in that movie. It's iconic. It holds up to this day.
Yeah, but how could you like Ledger's performance but not like Bale's Batman? Because they have to play against each other.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of this take. I can agree if you were like, look, I'm just not the biggest fan of the movie.
Right.
That's fair. I think Nolan's trilogy, looking back on it now, decade later or whatever,
it's a little like
it's all over the place.
It is all over the place. A little dated.
Yeah, it's not his strongest work. It does feel dated. That especially Batman Begins. But
for sure.
That was also like 2005 or 6.
And it's also like, I mean, you could look at this through any lens of, this has flaws. You can nitpick anything.
For sure.
Right? But I mean, I think Nolan's trilogy does have some flaws. I mean, the biggest thing is Gotham.
Gotham's tough,
just Chicago.
Yeah.
But I think it also speaks to the user's age that he might be an old timer, which, hey man, as long as you like Batman, but
he was watching Keaton's Batman Midnight
opening night.
You know what I was doing? I was the Marty Supreme intro by then. I
was a ping pong ball.
I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of this take.
Not a fan.
Bad take.
Here's a new Reddit take. It says, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more amazing videos like this. We have been growing tremendously, and we love the support that we've been given.
Thank you for watching. Don't go nowhere. Keep watching the video. There's 3 takes in this one. So first take, this is the MCU edition. Avengers Endgame is extremely underwhelming climax that people only love because of the fan service.
To a degree, that's a safe safe one. I think it's a very common thing of, you know, once the Endgame hype has died down, you kind of more so look and reminisce about it and look at it. To a degree, it's, I think, yeah, it might be a little underwhelming climax, but it's also like, I feel like they had to end that way.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it too. You know, there's a thing that I've been seeing also recently on Twitter where it's like, now people are starting to shit on Superman, like, oh, this movie looks ugly. And it's like,
it's that thing. I don't know what to call that. I don't know either, but it's such, and it's very prevalent on fucking Twitter.
Oh yeah, it's like, you come back after a certain amount of time, you go, you know what, this movie wasn't as good as we thought it was. It's like,
bro, No Way Home had that the fucking worst.
Yeah, and it's like, I get that, to have that lens to be like, well, maybe I was overhyping it at the time.
Right.
But you don't have to like be like, I love this movie, to, oh, it's complete shit. You don't have to do that complete switch. So look, I'm also in agreement to a certain extent. We watched it opening night. I don't think Endgame is that good of a movie. I'm not, like, as a movie itself, not really. As an event, it's a whole different thing. But like, as a movie, I don't really go back to it. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Well, it's a lengthy movie for sure. I think the biggest punch is Infinity War.
Yeah, for sure.
That one's still for me much better than Endgame.
I agree. I just think Endgame, like you said, it had to wrap up the way it did. It just had to. So,
and like, I can excuse fan service because this is the conclusion of the whole fucking MCU.
For sure.
Right? If the MCU were to actually just stop at Endgame, I mean, it's just an ending that had to be done.
It had to.
It just had to be done. Thor Ragnarok is the worst MCU film of the Thanos saga. I can't agree on that, man. Like, the Thanos saga, so that's like basically up until fucking Infinity War.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's all. That's the Infinity Saga, the whole fucking Infinity Saga. So it's like, you're tripping on that one.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest. I can see why maybe some Thor fans don't like Ragnarok, because it's not really what Thor is. That's not
for
Thor.
Sure.
It's an MCU 5
version.
That's
when Taika Waititi came in and says, well, let's make him say skibbity toilet. You know, let's make him say skibbity riz and let's make him more goofy.
Yeah, which, look, I get it. Like, I enjoy Ragnarok. I think that's the best Thor movie up to this point.
Right.
I like him in Infinity War too, but
for sure.
I feel like with that character, they tried 2 movies, Avenger movie.
Of him being serious.
Exactly.
More like, more gritty. Not gritty, but more just serious. And
it's like a stick in the ass type of character.
Yeah, which like, cool. I mean, maybe he is like that in the comics, which obviously, I mean, that's the comics. They have more time to flesh out the character.
Look, these are comic book movies, man. Let's have some fun. Yeah. Like, it's saying it's the worst movie. Come on, we had stuff like Captain Marvel. We had stuff like fucking
Thor: The Dark World. Come on now.
The fucking, if you think Thor: The Dark World is better than Ragnarok, you're probably just like a very boring person. I'm gonna be honest.
Or you might be like a really diehard, like, dude, like a Last Jedi fan. They're like, dude, like, look what they tried to do. It went over your head.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Last one is kind of feeds into the previous one. Is Civil War is the second worst movie of the Thanos.
Can't agree on that, dude.
So so you got Ragnarok, you got Civil War, and then he probably put fucking Iron Man 1 next. So I don't know, man. Civil War is like, to me, I've always looked at it as an Avengers movie.
Yeah, it's a pseudo Avengers movie, but it's like, this is a really good content, and without that, we wouldn't have gotten Spider-Man.
And I'm gonna be honest, this is my favorite showing of Black Panther on the big screen.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's his introduction. And even when like his dad dies, he's like, hey, in my culture, we don't really see death as a bad thing.
That's hard.
But I'm gonna go kill him.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you try to stop me, good luck to you.
That alone does not make it in a worse conversation. Like, that is cool. And then you have that, I know it's obviously a fan service type of like, oh, everyone look at this. It's like all of them going at each other and fighting. That's cool. Right.
And you get like the comic book panel where like Captain America is charging at Iron Man and he like shoots it.
Yeah.
Ripped straight from the Civil War comics. But it's like, hey.
When Tony sees the recording of his parents getting killed, he doesn't say nothing about his dad. He's like, you killed my mom. And so he's like, fuck
you get really good scenes like that. Yeah. Nah, he's tweaking on this one.
Well, even like that scene, like, this is some of Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr.'s best
performance as those characters. As those characters, for sure.
So I can't agree with that. That's a dumb take, man. These 3 takes to me seem like I'm going against the mold. Right. Like, I'm going against like what's popular. Like this, I don't want to be like everyone else.
Man, here's my hot take. I think the trailer, the first trailer for Civil War is better than fucking Thor: The Dark World.
Just the trailer itself.
Just the trailer, yeah. The trailer was hyping itself.
Spider-Man.
But even then, we're like, and they're fighting, and he's like, Captain America says, well, he's my friend, and Iron Man says, so was I. And then it just shows like Iron Man getting beat by fucking 2 super soldiers. Like, come on, man. Yeah, like, Raph, call it, Raph.
Yeah, like, he's on the ground. He's about to hit him with the shield, and he kind of has to like move it from his like almost hitting his face to like.
Yeah. Like, he covers it. Yeah,
he has like a moment of realization. Like, he would have killed me. Like, he probably could have killed me.
Yeah, and then even the trailer ends with, all right, I'm tired of this. Under rules, and then boom, Spider-Man shows up. Hey,
good.
Cannot hate that. Can't fake the funk.
I'm excited to get to Civil War once we go through the saga.
Right. I'm excited for that too.
I haven't seen it in a minute, so
yeah,
I'm excited.
It's gonna be
bad takes. All 3 bad takes. 3 strikes, you're out. Reddit user downtown_summer5733. Amy Schumer is a very decent actor. People like to hate on her comedy, but she's not a bad performer. Should check her out on The Humans. Very underrated movie and performance. 45 fucking upvotes.
That was probably the craziest part of this fucking take. 45 people were like, I love The Humans. She was so LOL.
I don't know what The Humans is.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard of that shit.
I've never heard of that.
Look, we've discussed this on our last like worst movies of the year or whatever, but
right.
It is kind of fucked up that people beat up on her.
For sure, yeah. When you take the full fucking misogynistic, womanizing fucking approach,
for sure.
That's horrible.
If you take that aside,
she has bad stuff to criticize her on.
Yes, exactly. Her material, she is not talented. She is talentless.
Oh.
I don't think she could make it as a street performer. Like, you know how they put the costumes on to hold the bucket out for the money? She wouldn't even make it there. She's not funny.
Give me $1 and I'll tell you a joke.
Yeah.
My pussy.
I don't know what they saw. Okay, maybe The Humans is the fucking second coming of goddamn. What's a good comedy movie?
Cleopatra. Cleopatra?
Yeah, dog. This is just like I feel bad for her take. Like,
yeah.
Guys, stop making fun of her.
Well, he's like, she's a very decent actor. So like, she's not good, but hey, come on. Yeah. The Humans.
No, this could have been rewarded to like, stop making fun of her. She is very funny to me. Maybe she actually took some of that trauma and that insecurity that she has, like most comedians do, and
for sure,
pump it into like a real comic.
Like most comics do that. Yeah. Yes, I agree, and it's a good way to like make light and kind of deal with your own like trauma and everything. But
she's lazy and she won't do that.
She's lazy and just very like, hey, raunchy humor. Come on,
pussy, barn animal.
Yeah,
terrible take.
Horrible.
Shame on you. And that's gonna wrap it up for episode 3 of Bad Reddit Movie Takes.
Our time has come and we bid you farewell, but we thank you for staying and watching the videos that we put out consistently.
If you liked this video and any other video and you enjoy seeing our faces on your screen, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe so we can keep going.
It helps the channel out immensely.
It does.
And don't forget, that's the power of love.
What's that from?
Back to the Future. That's a song that plays. It's like, that's the power of love.
Goodbye.